Hello everyone and welcome to this week's preview. This week, Ballarat Cup Day is the feature down here in Victoria. Plenty of good racing elsewhere around the country. Last week wasn't great, only one from 13, but that one winner was Fearson at $17. So I was quite happy about that. Didn't dent the profit on turnover too much overall, considering it was such a big price winner. But we'll move on to this week and let's try and get some winners. We'll start now with early cash, trying to find the winner from a horse in races 1 to 3 around the country. This week, I'm going to Eagle Farm. This horse is short, but it should be getting the early cash. Race 1, number 4, Curator. This horse won a benchmark 78 over 2200 last start, and this race it's contesting on Saturday is a benchmark 78 over 2400, so stays at the same class, only rises up by 200 metres. It was good through the line last start, indicating it wants the 2400 metres, and it only goes up half a kilo from last start, so I think it'll be getting the early cash. It's now time for my plays of the day from Ballarat. The rain fell down last week and made it very awkward at Caulfield. Let's roll the dice. EIPH, Mowdown didn't handle the track conditions and Crosshaven just wasn't good enough. So hopefully we can bounce back this week and hopefully the rain can sort of stay away. But we'll start with race 3, number 11, All About Eve. This horse is out of form, but this is by far the easiest race it's contested since it won this race last year on Ballarat Cup Day. Last start it ran behind Benedetta in the Cochrane Stakes, so it's first up. It's 2 from 6 first up, so that doesn't bother me at all. Draws gate 11, so we'll get back and be charging down the long Ballarat straight on the home track for Andrew Noblet. I'm hoping he can get the job done. We then move on to race 5, number 8, Acceleration. Now this horse resumed on Stakes Day behind What a Deal and Von Hawk in the first race. Got back that day. It was a bit of a sit and sprint, so I don't think the race shape suited it at all. I think second up now, stepping up to the 2,000 metres, ideally suits this horse. Declan Bates retains the ride, draws gate 3, maps for a very soft run. The only query I could find with this horse is that it's got bandages on the front for the first time, but that doesn't concern me too much. I think this horse is ready to win. And that's it. Sorry. Let's move on to Drum Kit. We're trying to find the horses that are $10 or above that can be backed each way, and I've only found one this week, no Fearsons, but Fajita San in the Ballarat Cup I think should be a bit shorter. This horse gets in with the minimum weight of 54 kilos, which I think suits in this particular type of race. Draws gate 9, so being a back marker to a midfield horse, getting on the outside, and by that stage of the day, the track might have chopped up, especially if it's been raining, so it'll be in the right part of the track come that stage of the day. Was a good last start winner at Cranbourne coming from the back, defeating Glentanius, who went on and won at Sandown yesterday. This horse, even 3 starts ago, was started single figures behind Muramasa in the Coonji, so I think this horse is over the odds and the market's missed it. We'll now move on to the quaddie, and I still haven't gotten one quaddie since we started doing this type of preview show. Last week, 2 from 4 quaddie legs, which wasn't great. Missed out on Sarasana and Military Mission, but got Revolutionary Miss and Gennady. Those were the 2 favourites though. So this week, we'll go a bit skinny in race 7, number 4, Zoo Sensation, number 6, Berry Bubbly, and number 8, A Little Deep. Then in race 8, the Ballarat Cup, number 1, Young Verta, number 2, Just Folk, number 8, Foxy Cleopatra, and number 13, Fajita San. Then in race 9, going a bit wide, I think anything can win this race. That's meant to be number 3, Taunting, and number 4, King of Hastings. Just take note of that. Number 7, Zach de Boss. Number 8, Sacred Palace. Number 9, Alicia Roma. Number 11, Sebanak. And number 12, Fasudo. And then to bring it home in race 10, number 1, Bermudez. Number 5, Dubai Poet. Number 6, Meridius. Number 8, Boldino. And number 15, Ton of Grit. Hopefully this week is our week. We'll move on now to around the country. This has been pretty successful since we've started doing it, so hopefully we can continue on our merry ways this week. We'll start in New South Wales, Randwick, race 3, number 2, Golden Decade. Now this horse is a 3-year-old in a highway race, so I think it's good and aggressive placement by the Matthew Dunn team. It's been running in some 3-year-old handicaps. It's past 4 starts this campaign, all in Queensland, so Matty Dunn brings it back down south. Nashra Willa takes the ride, which I'm happy about because Nasharilla fills me with a lot of confidence. He's a really good jockey. Draws gate 1, will settle on speed, hopefully just behind the leaders, hopefully gets luck at the top of the straight and can win. In the very next race, race number 4, I like horse number 8, Terra Mata, or Terra Mata, however you want to pronounce it. This horse has not missed the top 3 in its 9 career starts to date, which is the first thing I really like. Nasharilla rides again, so I'm hoping he has a big day on Saturday at Randwick. Was a good last start winner, first up at Canterbury. This horse puts itself on speed and looks hard to beat in the midway. We'll move over now to Morphettville, and their feature on the day is the Christmas handicap at listed level over the 1200, and I like Validated here. Now this horse gets right back and is going to have to sprint past all of them, but I think can do so. Went from last to first last start at Morphettville over 1200, can do the same again here. Draws 13, so probably has to get back to last again. But it's going to be on the outside of horses, meaning it should be out of trouble. Dom Teneur takes the ride, 54 kilos, good weight. Hopefully it gets the job done. This Around the Country tip is at a little bit of value, but not enough to make it a drum kit. It's up at Eagle Farm, race 8, the Star Gateway, the race is called. It's a 4-year-old set weights race over 1400. And I like number 10, John Rambo. Now, this horse is trained by Tony Gollan, to be ridden by Ryan Maloney. Was a good return winner at Doomben in a Class 1 over 1200 metres. Has to go up in class from that. But I think it's a really progressive, young, lightly raced horse and deserves to be tested up at this company. And I think at $8.50 we could see a pretty good horse. 2 Ascot specials because of the Group 1 race day up there. So we'll start with race 2, number 4, Petula. I'm sort of surprised this horse isn't favourite. Has been coming through the best form references possible. Ran behind Ripcord last start, finishing 4th, only beaten 2.5. Ripcord went on to run in the race last weekend. I think it was the Winter Bottom, so that's good form. The favourite has been winning some lower class races dominantly, so it has to go up in class, whereas Petula, we know, can handle the class. Maps for a good run from gate 1 and should be hard to beat. The last from Ascot, race 4, number 4, Black Fantasy. Now this horse, I think 4th up, is now peaking and ready to win. Was off the week back up last start where it faded to finish 2 lengths off the winner over 2100 metres. But it is a winner over 2200 metres, which is what distance this race is on Saturday. And the thing I like about it the most is Willie Pike goes on. And with the 54 kilos, the lightest weight, should map for a nice run as well. I think it's the one to beat. It's now time for the Get Out Stakes, trying to blast out and find a winner in the last race around the country on Saturday. And I've gone up to New South Wales, Nash again, race 10, number 7, Way to the Stars. Now this horse is just an absolute trier, and that's what I love about it. Was a good last start winner over 1100 metres at Rose Hill at benchmark 78 level. Is at benchmark 88 level this time, but gets a little bit of weight relief. And drawn gate 2 should get a nice run on speed. I think it's the way to blast out. It's that time of the week. It's last man standing, and for the last time for a couple of months, this thing is going to be running, and this will be the last week. So everyone's going to go full out trying to win it. Sammy currently is on top by a good $2,000+. Sky High Horse Racing well in the green. Me and Geordie are in the red and need to improve a bit. So we'll start with what Sammy's doing. He's having 20 the win on Regal Power in the Ballarat Cup, trying to turn back the clock, Regal Power, and 80 the place on Ain't No Deal done in the Ballarat Cup. Sky High Horse Racing is going 400 each way on Young Verta in the Cup, the Ballarat Cup. 500 the win on Hell of a Barty, 500 the win on Zaki, and then a $300 win multi, Zaki, Hell of a Barty, and Divine Purpose at Ballarat. What I'm doing, I'm not so much trying to win it because I think Sammy and Sky High Horse Racing and them probably deserve the win anyway. So I'm just going to throw a dart, going 500 each way on Vegeta San in the Cup. If it gets up, I'm probably going to win, so that'll be exciting. And then Geordie, so he sent me the tip late, so I don't have a graphic, but he's going race 6, number 1 at Eagle Farm, Prince of Boom, 5,000 the place. So I'm not entirely sure what Prince of Boom's paying at the moment, but that should get him a nice collect. That's what we're doing, last man standing this week. To finish the preview, we'll go to Sunday's session, trying to find a winner from the Sunday meeting in Victoria. And I think it's Werribee Cup Day on Sunday, and from the trial show, race 2, number 8, Belnera goes around, and I really like this horse. If you watch the trial show this week, I really like this horse's bit of work at Cranbourne. So it's on a bit of a 2 weeks between jump out and the Werribee run that it'll have on Sunday, so I think that's good timing. Draws gate 9, so we'll be back and on the outside, which suits that horse. I think Wiramu Pin takes the ride. It'll be short, so we'll see how it goes. But that's going to do it for this week's preview. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I've tipped you into a winner, and I'll see you next week.